up, dudes? My name is Ben, or HardShenaniganz, and today is my birthday! I turned 21. I turned 21. Well, yeah, because I was born in the morning, so yeah, 21. Yep, I'm 21. Woohoo, hoorah. Pretty happy about it, not gonna lie, so if you guys could all, no, I'm just kidding. I was gonna say something really mean, but I'm just fucking around. If you guys haven't seen this gameplay before, some of you may recognize it. This is the MP5 double MOAB I got actually live with live commentary. You guys could probably go find it on the channel somewhere. But at some point I knew I wanted to repost it and do a actual commentary over this. So here we are now. So sorry for like repeating some gameplays. I know a lot of you guys haven't seen some of my older gameplays. I know this one isn't one of those really older ones. But this was one I wanted to do a regular commentary over rather than a live commentary at one point. So I'm doing that. But you guys are definitely going to see a couple reposts, but it's gameplays that you haven't seen before. And some of them didn't even have commentaries on them in the first place. So you'll definitely be seeing some of that. You guys also probably noticed that intro was a little different than the one I was using before. I was talking with Smooth and... he was not satisfied with what we had before, so he did a little more work on it and sent me that. And I like that one a lot more than what he had before. Even though I did like that one, but this one I think is definitely better, and I think you guys will like this one more. I redid the audio on it and everything, used some different sound effects that were more fitting maybe, and so yeah, that's where we are with the intro stuff. I know you guys really like the old intro, but I'm gonna be kind of mixing it up, going in between until I find one that you guys really like and that I really like. That way, we don't really have this whole like, oh, I hate that intro on every video. So don't worry, we'll feel our way through it. I need you guys to just bear with me and leave me some feedback. If you guys like that one, then cool. If you don't, then we'll be working through it, and like anybody would do with anything as a mature adult, work through it and see what we like. So that's where the whole intro stuff is. I do want to tell you guys a story today. You guys, I got great feedback on the awkward roommate situations, and I was thinking, I was like, there are two really funny ones that I would want to tell, but I had thought of this, I guess it's an awkward roommate situation, but there's a story that goes along with it. So I figured I'd tell the story and kind of tell you how it ended up being a awkward roommate situation. So I guess we'll kick it off. Last year, my junior year of college, I lived with a bunch of lacrosse friends, and I think we had 6 people in our house. And the way it kind of ended up was we had me and my buddy Pat, and then Albert and my buddy Dalton, and then our buddy Riley was kind of the odd man out, and he was the 5th guy, and he didn't really have a roommate. And we had somebody else that was in our year that was not necessarily our favorite person, but he needed somebody to live with, and we needed a roommate for Riley, so he ended up being Riley's roommate. And we just call him Tej. His name's JT, but we just call him Tej. And one night, we were doing our typical shenanigans. Plug. We were doing our typical shenanigans, and we were actually having like a mixture between the guys and girls lacrosse teams. So a lot of the girls lacrosse team was over at our house, and we do this thing in our house called the macho mug. And it's where you fill a big bowl with a shit ton of beer, and everybody passes it around. We sing a song. We go, macho, macho mug. Like Shenanigans is drinking the macho mug. So, like, that's the Macho Mug song, right? So we're doing the Macho Mug, and it gets to JT. And JT's really drunk. And mind you, JT's a fucking shithead. I'll just say that right now. He's a douchebag. That's why a lot of people don't like him. So, anyways, we're doing the Macho Mug, right? And for some reason, JT decides he's going to throw it on my roommate Dalton, right? So he just chucks it on him, right? Just throws the remaining, portion of the Macho Mug on Dalton. Well, I think what happened was somebody kind of like was jokingly tipping it up, and he spilled a little beer on himself. He thought it was Dalton, threw it on him, threw it on the ceiling, threw it all over everybody else. And so they were obviously hostile towards each other for the rest of the night. So we're standing outside my house, right? We're getting ready to go to an off-campus party, and I'm sitting there talking to Dalton, and JT comes up, and he's like, "What the fuck, man? You know, like, why'd you tip that on me earlier?" And we was like, "Wasn't JT? It wasn't me." Blah 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 blah. And it ended up that JT decided he was gonna hit me in the face, just cold cocked me, boom, like out of nowhere, right? And I do have some kind of fighting background, so I can take a hit. I did a little bit of MMA in high school, so I know how to fight and whatnot. And so, you know, he cold cocks me, and I'm like, "Come on, hit me again." So he hits me again, and he ended up hitting me 3 times, right? And I mean, he hits like a fucking girl, so I wasn't really too worried about it. But I wasn't gonna fight him when we were on campus, and so we ended up going off campus, and we were at this party, right? And God, the gameplay's wrapping up. I might have to put something else on the end of it. So we get to the party, right? And I'm sitting there, I'm like, God, I'm gonna beat JT's ass when he fucking gets here. And he ends up showing up at some point, and at the second he gets there, I mean, I was ready to go. And so I, you know, approach him, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, you gonna fight me, Wheeler?" Blah blah blah, because that's what everybody calls me, Wheeler, you know, skinny or whatever. They call me skinny because I used to be. I was a little husky coming into college, and then, well, not husky, I was like 180 pounds, but I'm like 5'7", so, you know. But now I weigh like 160 or something like that, and I'm pretty cut, so they call me skinny now, right? So he's like, "Oh, you're going to fight me, skinny?" And I'm like, yeah, seriously, I am going to fight you. So he comes at me, he tries to throw a punch, and I just, you know, put him in a little arm bar, you know, threw him down on the ground. Everyone's like, "Ooh," everybody, you know, throw him on the ground, put him in a choke, right? So I basically beat his ass, plain and simple. Choked him out, and for the rest of the night, you know, I was the all-star that beat the shit out of JT. So it ended up then he was very. It turned into probably the most awkward, you know, roommate situation I've ever been in, because he just wouldn't like. The reason I fought him was because he hit me in the face, right? He just completely cold-cocked me, no reason at all whatsoever. So, I guess why it was so awkward was because then I proceeded to beat his ass when we were at the party. And I'm not trying to sound like a badass or anything. You guys know me. But, yeah, so it was... I guess I was looking for an apology from him. And because I had then beat his ass, and I lived with him, it was really, really awkward for about 2 weeks. Like, just the most awkward, you know, feelings in the world. Like, he would walk in the room, and he would just, like, kind of turn his head and, like, not talk to me and, like, walk through the room. And everybody, the thing was, everybody was on my side, right? It wasn't like, you know, he had done something right or I had done something wrong. It was completely all on him, so it was really awkward for that reason. And eventually we ended up working it out. I'm still really not great friends with the guy, but it's not that awkwardness anymore, and I don't live with him anymore, so it's really not awkward. But it was really awkward for an extended period of time. But yeah, anyways, that's the gameplay. I know I've been talking over for a while. I probably tacked another gameplay onto the end of this. Some videos you're probably seeing on the screen right now. 87-second MOAB, which was my Elgato test, my Elgato, that's not how you say it. Elgato game capture I got for my birthday. Oh, sorry. Elgato game capture I got for my birthday. I got an 87-second MOAB when I was recording with it, and I wanted to test it out and see what you guys thought, so you can click the annotation to see that. And then the other one is my last commentary, which was I talked about how I became a better COD player. It was with some Black Ops gameplay where I got 128 kills. So, yeah, you can click the bottom annotation to see that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like I always say, ratings are very much appreciated, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.